Greetings, folks. Welcome back to the Tractor Fella Show, where we know nothing about tractors. On today's episode, we're going to take this beautiful machine that is used to instill fear into grass, and we're going to see why it won't start. But first, this place is a train wreck. A complete train wreck. I can barely move, so let's get this place cleaned up. Welcome back, folks. It's a new hour. So when you get a machine in that's not running correctly, what is the first thing you do? Verify the customer concern. So let's go ahead and do that. Being that I'm the customer in this situation, I'm going to verify my own problem, which is I can't start it without ether. That leads me to believe that that cute little red button right there is not doing what it's supposed to. Also, is there gas in there? No, there's no gas in there. Did it all go into the sump? No, it's not in the sump. Maybe that's why it won't start. Ouch! Oh, I gotta stop hanging things on the wall. Let's throw a little gas on this machine. If that was the problem, this is going to be a very short video. We'll give it 8 shots. Nay. So what do you think? Pull off the hydrocarbon distribution center? I'm thinking that's probably what we need to do. I know this beauty has fresh oil. Crankcase ventilation system, which is barely even held on there. Air filter. Rotate to remove. Brand new air filter, mind you. Of course, I put gas in this, so let's put the hose deformers on here. Do I really have to take this cover off? Yep, I'm gonna have to take this off because I cannot get a wrench in here to remove that bolt for the hydrocarbon distribution center. But I do remember this. And one more. There's something about working in the garage at night, listening to the crickets, and your wife while she jabbers to a friend. Traffic is quiet for once. Most important tool in the garage. I feel like if I ever made t-shirts for this channel, or stickers, it'd be a Tractor Fella logo, which I haven't created yet. And that would be a pair of hemostats. As a reminder, throttle linkage goes right here. Okay, let's see how much gas we spill on the floor. A little preemptive action for once. Well, I can tell from the appearance of this carb I never cleaned it. That's for sure. It's been a while. Thought I had this thing licked. Let's move this hose deformer to a better clamping spot. There we go. Wow. Wait. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I haven't spilled a drop. Oh man, I just jinxed it. Oh. There it is. That's okay. So I frequently mix up the terms primer and purge valve. This is a primer. It actually fires fuel into the carburetor to get sucked into the engine when it's ready to start. This is the primer bulb. It is a bit bulbous. Let's just, okay, go ahead. Get rid of it. Yep, let it go. Now we're in normal business. Honestly, this is probably the best way to clean this work surface, considering the fact, well, it's never been cleaned. Yeah, this will help it evaporate quicker. Oh, jeez, look at that. Yeah. Enough messing around, but really. All right, so all jokes aside, you can see right down in there, that little red rocket he's poking up there. Yeah. That's where your fuel gets mixed with the air. So that's also when you push this little primer bulb where the fuel gets squirted up into the carburetor. So when the air comes through, picks it up, and then you can fire the engine up for the first time. I have a feeling that this little bulbous here is not sealing like it should. So let's go ahead and get a pick and let's pull that ring that's holding the bulbous in place right out of there, and let's see if we can get the whole thing out. Oh, that wasn't so bad, was it? Okay, so what do we have here? We have 2 holes, and we have a couple of indexing dimples. What's the purpose of indexing those dimples? I mean, it seems like it's doing its job. Are we not sealing to the case? Is that the issue? Maybe this little guy isn't pushing down hard enough? Let's dive into the small engine tackle box and see what we have. Or more likely, what we don't have. Wonder if we have a bulb that's big enough that we could replace it. Alright, keep that in your mind. Okay, we also have another bulb. Don't need a fuel filter. Alright, we know what we have to work with. Are any of these large bulbuses the same? No, not even close. What if we cram one on there? You think we can cram one on there? Oh my goodness, we can. Oh, what the heck, let's try it out. Because why on earth would we order a new correct primer bulb for this? Oh, I gotta be careful. I don't want to crack this. You remember, the rototiller had more cracks than an engine that had been over-revved. You know what we need to do now, right? We need to set up our validation station. So the validation station is here. All I want is a small amount of gas because I want to fill the bowl up a little bit and then see if we can force, of course, largest gas tank I have. If we can, don't fall. That should be enough gas to tell us if it's going to work or not. All right, so here we go. Tell me if you can see a squirt of gas. I do not. Nope, I think we're out of luck. You know, I guess the other possibility is that that little guy in there is plugged. Because when I put my thumb over the plunger, it makes positive pressure. All right, let's pull the carb apart. Interesting. We have our jet here. Oh, yep, a little gas, no big deal. I can't remember if I pulled this thing apart or not. Most important tool in the garage. We have a metal seat, and we have a metal needle. This might be a candidate for some ultrasonic cleaning action. We have our welding tip cleaner, and yep, goes all the way through. It is definitely not plugged. Why don't we see if we can find out where the air is supposed to come out of. Sounds kind of silly, but let's put a little soapy water in here. In 25 minutes. Well, my spray nozzle has failed me. Okay, right there through that little guy. So we know for a fact we are getting air into here. What am I recording right now? Absolutely nothing, except my neck folds. Welcome back, folks. It's a new day, and it is a beautiful day at that. Labor Day weekend. Looks like I need to shave pretty soon. When we left off last night, my mind was a bit gargled as to why this is not functioning as it should. Because, tighten, buddy. As I was saying, we filled this up with water and I could see bubbles coming out of here. So we know we are pushing pressure into this chamber. I have a couple theories. My first theory is that this gasket and this bowl were not sealing very well. You can see some unique, shall we say, traces of, I don't even know what you call that, corrosion, pitting, mauling, galling, spalling, brunelling on the rim of the bowl. And the bowl gasket is also showing signs of that as well. So that's my first theory, is that we push this primer, the air is coming into here, but it's also escaping. Second theory, our little ring here is not holding this down as tight as it could. although I'm not as convinced about that. So here's what we're going to do. This carburetor looks like crap, so I'd like to go ahead and throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner because I really enjoyed using it the other day. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. I say had because by the time this video comes out, Labor Day weekend will be over. I want to get this off of here because I do not want to put this in the ultrasonic cleaner. If anyone can explain to me this red tube and its purpose. Oh. Okay, it's dump truck day today. That means tomorrow will probably be dumpster truck day. Anyway, if someone could tell me the purpose of this little vent right here, that'd be awesome. It looks like it's part of the primer system. It looks like this goes up to this vent right here. Well, let's find out, shall we? That's exactly what it does. So somebody explained to me how we're supposed to pressurize this area and force air down into the bowl when you've got a dead leak right here. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that this center section with this little raised dimply area is supposed to seal to this. That makes sense why the clear bulb didn't work, because the clear bulb was sealing to the outside, allowing the pressurized air to leak through the red tube. It's all coming together. Great concept. I understand the theory behind that. However, when you have a surface that's cast like this and it's not even remotely smooth, do you really expect it to seal that well? Whatever. I don't make the rules. I just work here. It does look like I ripped this out of here last time. Let's just rip it out of here again. Stab it and lift it. Oh yeah, look at you. Look at you. Alright, let's check the setting. It's fully tight. That must mean it's a fixed something. Alright. Yep, it's a fixed something. Okay, well, let's go get some hot water. Let's use our simple garlic solution, which is now a simple pickle solution. We'll put that little guy in there, and put that little guy in there. And we'll put this whole little guy in there, if we're lucky. Well, dang it. Well, that's disappointing. Okie dokie, got this nice little container here. It's good as new. So we'll take our simple garlic solution with our bowl and our little jet. Oh, look at all that. At least the dirt stayed in the bottom for the most part. Hopefully all those plastic parts stay in there. My plan is to not use super high temperature needle without a rubber tip jet float shaft. Add some simple. I have a bucket of hot water again. Put some hot water in there. There we go. That's a good concoction right there. No idea how we're going to get any of the parts out, but we will figure that out later. Okay, you know the routine. Power is on. This time we're already at 50C. I'm actually going to take it down. We'll do 45. Time for the noise. Let's see how we did. I'll see you at the workbench. Now, how do I get all that out of there? Oh, wow. Definitely went from greenish to darkish greenish in ish. Oh, how beautiful is that? Holy smokes. There's a horsefly. Is that supposed to be a gasket or is that junk? But wow, this turned out really nice. I'm very pleased. Looks brand new. Might as well have been born yesterday. Now for the rest of the stuff, well, we'll just have to do some reduction here. I'm going to go pour this outside. Be right back. Alright, we have simple garlic, 2 jars of simple pickle. And now I can actually see what I need to get. Lovely. Gorgeous. Fantastic. Beautiful. And awesome. Gross. Believe it or not, there is a hole in there, but it's so dang teeny. Even the smallest tip cleaner won't do it. So let's get a bristle from a brush. There we go. Yep. Went right through, no problem. Everything looks nice. However, the roughness on this bowl I'm not pleased with. So let's take care of that, shall we? Have no fear, DeWalt is here. Also, this is a very, very soft brush. Overdrive times 2. Man, that's not doing a whole lot. All right, I'm going to work on this for a bit. I'll see you in a second. I actually ended up getting the stiffer bristle brush out, and it cleared off the deposits, and it felt like it was corrosion, but there is quite a bit of pitting in here, so it may be a lost cause. We will not give up, and we will not surrender. Next, now that this is nice and clean, I'm also going to polish this surface here to get a nice fresh surface. Holy smokes. Got a nice new shiny surface there. You want to be careful with the type of material you use to polish something like this, because you can remove material and then you're SOL. Let's use some WD. WD is a good corrosion remover, right? It's fairly safe on rubber products. We'll call it that. It's interesting, the corrosion only formed between the rubber and the bowl and not the rubber and the aluminum carburetor. It's fairly cleaned up. I mean, there's still deposits on there. This is not exactly the best. Also, I'm going to flip the gasket upside down. It was like this. We're going to give it a flippy so that we kind of have a new bite on the bowl. That's my theory anyway. Tighten. Love that hot breath, buddy. Okay, going to do the quick blow test. Seals. Flip it upside down. Clear. Let's use our new used gasket. We'll flip that upside down as well, just for gits and shiggles. You placing your bets on the odds for success? I'm feeling pretty good about this, actually. Let's put the bulbous back on. Yeah, I think our ring is about had it. We'll use this as our anvil and just gently try to straighten these out. Oh yeah, way better. I mean, that's gotta do it now. That's gotta do it, right? Oh, okay, you guys all right? I didn't think it was happy hour yet. Okay, so this is the gas that I used yesterday. I actually saved it. I know, it's a miracle. Pour this guy in there. Filling up the bowl. I'm freaking out. Are you freaking out? I'm freaking out. Nope. Not a dang thing. Well, folks. Titan. Buddy. Go play. Go play. Okay? Go play. No. Get going. Off you go. Go play. Thank you. Well, folks, I've officially been defeated. I cannot get this primer to work. And I think the issue we're having are a few things. One, I hooked up compressed air and I blew through there. And it took a lot of air to make the fuel come up through the middle, which is not a good thing. So for one, I think that this shaft is leaking down into the bowl because it goes into the bowl area. Two, I think this is worn out. Three, I believe our bowl is too scarred and our gasket is too old and we're leaking past there. So I think we have a lot of things working against us. But don't give up yet. I'm gonna go see what a replacement would be. And we might just have to throw a real carb on it. Because overall, this is a nice machine. Self-propelled, 6.5 horsepower. It's a good little unit, and it deserves to run, and it deserves to go to a home that needs a mower. I pulled this little guy out that I found on the side of the road a long time ago. I was looking at the carburetor thinking maybe I could make it work, but yeah, it's way too different. It's a new day. Welcome back. Alright, so I've pretty much given up on this current carburetor because I think it has way too many leaks. and that's why our primer isn't working. So I found this number that is really, really well stamped into the casting. It's, yeah, very legible. Took a few pictures. This one is a little more legible. That looks to me like 5263AZG. So let's go ahead and pull that up on Google. All right, here we are. Here's our buddy Google, Tecumseh carburetor, Amazon. So we're looking for one that has the straw. This guy here. And I compared it to the one we have, and it looks identical. So I've gone ahead and ordered it. Never thought I'd buy a carburetor from Amazon. However, you know me and ratings. It actually worked. Works. Looks just like the real one. Fast shipping, worked on the second pull. Okay, well, I think we're in good shape there. Welcome back, folks. It's a new day. It's actually many days later. That little guy down there threw me for a loop. And I was hoping to have this little guy done here, but it has also thrown me a loop. Projects. Fun yet frustrating, but we have good news. Hopefully good news. What do you think? Shall we open it? All right, that's enough of that. We have an $11 carburetor. Well, just look at that. It's actually really nice. Hate to say it. What are we? Do we have a name? We don't even have a name. All right, let's compare. Identical. Although this is slightly smaller. That's okay. Titan's hot breath. Identical. The same. Twins. Let's test it out. And by test it out, I mean let's install it. Here we go. Looks like I just left the bolt in that one. So what do you think? Reuse the gasket or put the new one on that came with it? Well, first, let's see how easy it comes off. It's coming off pretty easy. Nice. Pretty nice quality. Has a good weight to it, good feeling to it. I know we're talking about gaskets, not machines. Dimensions are good. I believe it went in that one. Well, good news is I can always change it. Where'd you go? Are you eating wasps again, Titan? You really need to cut that out. This is supposed to be our crankcase vent, but it's so blown out, I don't really think it does much. It sort of fits better. Let's do this. Oh geez, it doesn't even stay on that side. Let's crush it first. Okay, we'll get another zip tie. You folks out there ready for winter that have changing climates? I'm not. Where I live, it's cloudy a lot in the winter, and it can be quite depressing. Plus, I have a trailer to winterize. I have a boat to winterize. There we go. All right, that should actually function a little bit better now. We're going to leave those zip ties just the way they are. No, I'm not. I'm kidding. As I do this and cut directly through the rubber line. Okay, Mr. Wasp, you can go away anytime you want. So it turns out when fall comes and it's getting cold, the queen leaves the nest, and then all the males just start freaking out and flying around because they have no direction and no idea what to do. That's why anytime it gets cold before winter, all the wasps are just losing their brain. She's gone! She's gone! Now what do we do? Let's go antagonize the humans! Yeah! Now I gotta figure out how to put the rest of this together. Now the best part is, I think all these screws are different sizes,
and I have no organization for this project. So we'll just do a couple guess and checks. That's absolutely not it. Ouch. All right, making progress. I am getting excited. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, that's good for it. Oh, this is for the air cleaner. No, that just slips on. What did I miss? Do these even go to this project? Well, I feel smart. Thank you so much, Titan. Thank you for that stick. Hello, Hercules. You're adorable. Yes. I don't think these are from this project. Okay, well, if they are, they're not now. Titan, buddy, take your stick. Time to test it. Testing it without the breather on, because I want to see if it's going to start spitting fuel everywhere. So how many of you were yelling at me, "Hey, dumbass! Yeah, the air filter spins on, but you need the plastic housing first." Okay, sorry guys. Don't forget your little rubber seal here. Right like that. Now, all the extensions and adapters. Now we're ready. We'll pretend it's filling the bowl. Governor linkage is on the wrong hole. Okay, holy smokes. Shall we try again? No primer. All right. We had a few spits and sputters at first. I don't know if you caught that on camera, but it seemed to clear up the more we ran it. There we go. I'd call that a success. Can't say I ever would have thought I'd buy a $10 carburetor off Amazon, but I think it's worked in our favor this time. One last thing, I'm going to let it sit overnight, and we're going to try it again tomorrow morning. If it fires up, then we're going to call it good. I have a feeling it was probably filling up the bowl ever so slowly, which is why we couldn't get it to start the first time. See you in the morning. All right, folks. It's the next day. Oh, thank you, Hercules. Thank you. All right, folks. It's the next day. Let's see if it will fire up willingly. We got a winner. Well, folks, Rita the PETA broke the belt, so I had to switch to my loyal friend, the Jolly Green Giant. The Jolly Green Giant just broke the cable that activates the PTO and turns on the mower deck, so now we're back here again. What do you say? We go for a little mowing adventure. time for the brass to go. And that was it. That's it. I think we have a winner. That primer is set up a little differently. You kind of have to push a little harder to get it to work, it seems. So regardless, I'm happy with it. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, if you find yourself in the future super bored and super desperate to watch something on YouTube, swing on by. We'll have more adventures. We'll see you then.